welcome all of you here. Today we have as guest the Dennis Zimmermann from the Gigaset here, and he wants to explain what the new apps in our App Store does, and how the new desktop phones look like, and how you can implement it in myApps easily with the apps. So the stage is yours, Dennis. Let's explain what have you done on Gigaset side.
Great, Lars. Thank you. Yeah, as Lars said already, Dennis Zimmermann from Gigaset in Germany. I'm a technical sales manager, and I'm responsible for the Gigaset portfolio on innovaphone, so mainly also for the Gigaset apps into the myApps platform and the myApps store. Yeah, today the main thing is I will share my screen and change the camera. So the main thing for today is our new DeskPhones portfolio extension with our new DeskPhones. Before we start with the practical part, I want to give you a short overview about our new portfolio. As many of you know already, we use our synergy with VTech on this part. We get the new DeskPhones from VTech. VTech bought us last year in April, and now we are part of the VTech family. A quick overview about our Gigaset P series from the left to the right, and I will show you every device on its own. Yeah, the P710 is the start on the lower end with a small 2.8 zoll display and 4 programmable keys, and it's the starting point. And the first device in the new look and feel are then the P810. It comes in 2 versions, P810 and P810B for Bluetooth. So with the B, the device has Bluetooth. Both have the 3.36 display, 4 keys on the right side of the display, multicolor self-labeling, and this on 3 sides. So in summary, it's 12. Up from the P810, you can connect the optional key module we will show later, and you have on every device 2 ports, gigabit Ethernet with PoE functionality. So we have in the middle the P820 and P825. The 5 stands for the tiltable display. So when you have the P825, you can adjust the display and tilt it up. Both have 5 TFTP display, 4 keys left, 4 keys right of the display, so 8 in summary, and this also in 3 sides. 1 USB port for headset and the key module. And then the top device, P850, W with an W for Wi-Fi, and P855 BW for with 5 stands also for the tiltable display, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi in one device. So this is the top device where everything is inside. You have 10 configurable self-labeling keys, 5 on the left, 5 on the right side, and this on 3 sides. Yeah, as I already mentioned, the optional key module P800 Key Pro, you can connect 3 of them in a row, one behind the other. Up from the second, you need an extra power supply. So you can connect one over PoE, but up from the second, you need the optional power supply. And you can connect the P800 on the P810, 820, 25, 50, and 55. Everything the same key module. What's about the advantages from our Gigaset professional desktop phones? One brand, one trust, and we call it one-stop shopping. You can have both from Gigaset, DESKPhones, and DECT multicell base stations and handsets. So you can get one product price and so on. We give 3 years guarantee for the new DESKPhones. Yeah. And one big thing is our Gigaset data vault. We, as Gigaset Proof, we assure you that we do not transfer personal data collected from European customers to service providers or group companies outside the EU. We guarantee this, that the data is safe on Gigaset side. So, Lars, are there still questions right now?
No, right now there are no questions. But all the the participants, if you want to send us some questions, please do it in the GoToWebinar app.
Okay, then I will hand over to the practical part. Yeah. As you can see, we have now 3 Gigaset apps. The main app for today is the DeskPhone app, and I think I will make it a little bit bigger for you. So, on first time, we start with the innovaphone environment settings. That's the same like in the DECT Provisioning app. So we put everything inside the app, or the phones must know to connect to the innovaphone PBX, like zip domain, zip server, PBX password, or maybe if they are connected via a reverse proxy. Everything is filled in. Then we have the Gigaset environment settings that are used from the phone to connect to the DeskPhone provisioning app. So as I described on the innovaphone wiki, you need a zip reel and you need, for example, a special port if you have more than one of our apps. If you have DECT and DeskPhone, you need an extra port for it. But yeah, innovaphone will assist you with this if you use reverse proxy.
Dennis, make your desk sharing again on. I've clicked on Felix as co-moderator, so that claims your desktop sharing. I hope you can share again.
No, I'm not allowed.
Okay, then
I think
you will be moderator right now. Please try it again. So, thanks. It works.
Oh, now my screen is shared again. Okay. Yeah. You have to configure username and password. That's username and password from the phone. The zip password with the phone connects to the DeskPhone app. If you don't want to choose a password by your own, you can generate one, and you can activate the administrator mode. With activated administrator mode, not every part is shown on the web UI or on the phone, that the user cannot change everything by its own without the administrator mode password. So it's for your safety. Number formatting is filled in automatically, but mainly not used at the moment by the phone. So we have the key settings. You can choose the key order. Favorites first, then keys, or keys first, then favorites. What does it mean? We have the favorites on the user side. We synchronize these keys. And we synchronize if you have on the user side function keys configured from type partner and dial. All keys that are configured as type partner and dial will be also synchronized with the phone. And you can choose if you use both in which order you want to use. If you have only one of this, doesn't matter. And you can define which should be started. First page of the phone, second page of the phone, or on the key module. If you have one, that can be chosen also. Then we designed a PBX menu, and therefore we need a few settings. I will show the PBX menu later. In the PBX menu, you can define if you want to set advanced call forwardings. That means not only call forwarding always, call forwarding busy and on no answer also. If you want to see the static groups and on which function key, in default, it's the F4. F4 is on the right side down to the display. That is in default the function key for the menu. If you have a look on my camera and see the phone which is already on, you can see the little orange house on the right button below the display. That is the PBX menu. I will show you later. You can define how this key should be called. In my example, it's inno menu. And you can define the phone book settings. You can choose the innovaphone LDAP. You can choose your own LDAP, or as I have already configured, you can choose the contacts app with your own phone book key name and the setting. Most of the settings are pre-configured. Normally, you only have to enter host, port, username, password. All the other things are pre-configured already for default of contacts app. As many of you already know from the DECT Provisioning App, you have also the possibility to add custom provisioning parameters. If something is missing, we pre-configured, you can add your own provisioning parameters on this custom provisioning block. Or if you want to add function keys, you have also a block for this. If maybe you reinstalled the app, you can reload all Gigaset devices which have this name inside. This is the name of the app instance. So if you change the app instance name, you have to change here maybe. But normally, if you choose the same name, it's the same here. And you can choose to reload all devices again out of the user database. You can execute the provisioning for all active devices. You can add firmware URLs to or for the different devices. As you see, I have already one inside for the P710 and one for the P850 and 55. And this will be added to the provisioning file for the device type. You can choose, maybe as I does, to our Gigaset wiki, or if you host the files by your own, you have to enter the URL where you hosted the files. If you don't have a secure certificate, or you have self-signed certificates, then you have to change provisioning from HTTPS to HTTP because the phones does not support self-signed or unsecure certificates. And then you have to change the provisioning to HTTP. If you need, you can generate a new secret, or as I say already, if you reinstall the app, you can copy the old one inside, then you don't have to touch all devices again if you change something. Last but not least, the provisioning path himself. Here inside, you can copy it to the clipboard and then fill it into the phones. That is the configuration of the app. Then we have a second point here, zip devices itself. You see all zip devices that are entered to the system. And I see I make a little mistake. I don't deleted the device from the webinar before. I will do it in a few seconds. You see the MAC address, the last IP address, device model and software version, and you see a green light when the device was visible in the last minute, or if it doesn't come up for a few minutes, then it will get red. So, Lars, are there some questions right now?
Yes, here is one question right now. Hello, in our case, all outgoing traffic ports are closed on client firewalls, except for HTTPS and ports that are necessary for the client to work. Which ports needed to be open for everything to work properly? Signaling and voice. Do you have some information about the ports?
I would want to say, okay, have a look on our wiki page. There should be an article for this. Mainly, you need 5060, 5061 for SIP signaling, but you also need for RTP traffic a port range. And I don't know it out of my head which whole range is needed, but it's documented.
Yes, and Felix can look in the wiki parallel.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay. then I want to show you how easy it is to add new desktop phones. So mostly you go to the user's admin and say register phones. New phone registration, you choose Gigaset DESKPhone or how you call the app. Choose your user. In my case, it's the Peter. Peter is my victim today. I have already the MAC address here. Fill in the MAC address on the user side. And when you now have a look to the DeskPhone app, you see the DeskPhone is again inserted with no IP, no software version, and so on. And now you have different ways to put the provisioning URL, provisioning path to the phone. You can enter it manually to the phone, but if you have more than one, that's not so attractive. So you can use DHCP options, but we as Gigaset also offer you our Grape, Gigaset Redirect and Provisioning environment, where you can register with your company, add end customers with under your partner account, and enter there the devices for auto provisioning. So it's quite easy. I go to the provisioning profiles and add a new profile. I call it already innovaphone DeskPhone Educational Solutions for P-series phones. Save. And add a setting to enter the settings server URL. Here, redirect and provisioning, settings server. Here I have to enter the provisioning path. And now I have to add the phones. There are more than one option. For now, one phone, it's quite simple. I copy the MAC address here, choose the provisioning file and say save. If you want to do a mass deployment, you can upload a file with all addresses in one time. And save. And then it's quick and dirty. If you have a look on my camera, I will put my network cable inside from the phone. And then the phone will come up, and on the first boot, the phone will connect to the Grape server and will get the provisioning path from the redirect server from the Grape, where he has to connect. He will ask then in the second step the provisioning path and will get connected to the DeskPhone app and get the auto provisioning parameters from there. In meanwhile, where the phone is booting, I want to show you something on the other phone. I hope when I put it a little bit more, you will see it a little bit
Yes,
better.
I can see it good. Yes.
Okay. I want to show you in first time the PBX menu. You see first is directory. In directory, you can search for internal innovaphone contacts. So maybe I change edit mode to letters and then search for Dennis. as you can see, my phone is already connected to the PBX. Peter is registering at the moment, and now he's already online and registered. Simply, quiet, and easy. I will show you how it looks like on the Grape. Press the search button and see he found my name. I can call it simple, and the other phone will ring. That is the directory part. The other part of the PBX menu, I will get a little bit closer. I hope you can read it. Menu, you see first step diversion. It's not so good. No, it's better. Diversion, where you can make diversion call forwardings always, activate, deactivate, what you want to do. Maybe if I activate, you will see now on my display screen, you see also he is adding here the sign for call forwarding. At the moment I have D&D on. So when I take it off, you see that there's a call forwarding active. And I will change shortly here also to Felix. Make it a little bit bigger. You can see in real time if I choose diversion, always deactivate, in the same moment it is deactivated on myApps. It is quite the same in the other way. When I now say busy, on busy, activate, then you will see on the phone that the call diversion forward calls when busy is activated. The same way when I deactivate. So this is synchronized between phone and myApps. We have a few things more. We have also group. So you can log in and log out from groups, and you see the static groups if you did not deactivate the setting into the provisioning app. You can choose the presence. Now Felix is online. If I change to away, it's changed in the same moment on myApps. If you choose D&D, you see it's changed on myApps, and simply on the same time onto the phone, you see the sign for D&D into the display. Last but not least, there's one thing more into the menu. You can choose working. At the moment it's stopped, and I show it to you also on the myApps. If I say start working, it started on the same time in myApps, or if I stop it, it is stopped on the same time in myApps. Everything is synchronized with this phone menu. So
when you are on the phone, Dennis,
mm-hmm.
I think you can show the voicemail integration too, because you see it directly on the home screen of your phone.
Yeah. I have here already, I hope my cable is good. You can see, I hope you can see it.
Yes, I can see it.
One thing is here, that is a default voicemail key, and you see on the key voicemail info new messages, and you see also that there is a dedicated voicemail key on the phone that is also now lighting. So it shows that there is new messages, and if I press the key, I will be forwarded to the innovaphone voicemail menu. So this is also synchronized, and when you have a look on my handset here, it's the same in DECT now. You see he is showing 3 new voicemail messages, 2 new calls, and the message button is lighting, blinking all time, that there are new messages on the voicemail. And if I press here, I can. So he is directly connecting to the voicemail. So at the moment, my voicemail menu is in German. If you enter the PIN, then you will get the message how many new voicemail messages you have. Okay, what I want to show you more. You see the keys that are synchronized with the favorites of Peter. What Lars did mention before already in the last webinar, if I have more than one camera, I can choose a camera also with my desk phone and can does a video meeting parallel with my desk phone. But now I have the problem that I have only one camera. Make it a bit bigger for you. You see that I have 3 favorites, and these are synchronized to my phone menu. You can see it here. One is me, myself, Dennis, and the other one is Felix. That is the phone on the right side. My phone is the one above. And if now Felix calls me, I press the button. You see that one key, my key, is blinking because it's ringing. You see Felix' key is lighting because he is in a call. And now I'm also able to pick up the call with the button and get the call on my phone. Now everything is ringing again. Too many phones. So you have BLF key synchronization with pickup on the phones with the color indication, like many people asked us before. So Lars, are there questions for the DeskPhone app right now?
No, not right now, but from the last webinar, you can show how to connect a busy lamp field to the phone, because you can connect so much, and it's connected USB. In the last webinar, you showed how to connect the BLF.
Okay. Yeah, we have on the phone, here's the USB port, and when I pull up the sleeve, you see, I hope you can see,
Yes.
you can see here the USB port, and on this USB port, you can connect a headset or the key module. If you need both, you can connect the key module, and behind the key module, it's the same. There's also an USB port then you can connect the headset behind the key module also, if you need both in a row.
Okay. Are there some more questions from your side?
For the DeskPhone app.
Right now, I don't see any. So if you want to show the other app.
Yeah, then I will go forward with a few things we added into the DECT Provisioning app also. You see also the mailbox number, as I show you before, that is new and needed for indication of the new mailboxes. We optimized and changed something for the connectivity. So we prefer zip connectivity, as you can see here at the moment with the green light. We optimized there many things that this went smoother. So we does some parts to make it easier. If you use innovaphone Cloud PBX via reverse proxy, then you have now the possibility to activate and configure it here directly and do not need the expert parameters anymore. And I think the main important things are the directory settings. We added the Contacts app in default, and as you see at the moment, you are able to activate all three sources on the same time. You can activate the innovaphone LDAP, you can activate your own LDAP and Contacts app, everything in parallel at the same time. Therefore, we added a few parameters for you to choose which phone you want to use. For the phone book key, Contacts, manual, innovaphone, all what you want. Maybe which one you want to show or you want to see on the internal key. I choose now XATML, which is the PBX menu. And which contacts or which phone book should be used for the reverse lookup. We also add the possibility for reload Gigaset devices, and we add the Gigaset feature control app connection. That is nearly the same like the innovaphone PBX menu I show you before on the DeskPhone. But for DECT, it is simply an additional app because many partners uses more than one Gigaset DECT Provisioning App instance. And so you need only one feature control app for more than one instance. It's a few things to configure. Diversion expert, as I say already on the DeskPhone app. If you want to see diversion always busy and no response, then you need to activate expert. If you want to synchronize group, presence, and if installed, the working app. You can configure and activate if you want to use. If you don't want to use working or present, simply don't activate. As I said, when the app is recognized automatically, you can choose a different naming for the menu and the key. And if you have a look onto my camera, I added here the key. That is then the name of the key, PBX menu in my case. Or as I say before, I entered it to the internal key. Then if I press the internal key, I will also get the menu. The menu is simply quite the same than onto the DeskPhone. And change it. Groups, quite the same like into the DeskPhone app. I hope it will help you a lot.
Okay, so here are no questions anymore. Dennis, have you showed everything you want to show today?
I think yes, I don't miss everything, I hope. No, I think we show everything that is important. Yeah. If you have further questions in future, don't hesitate to ask me or Lars. Yeah, come up to us if you have any further questions.
Then you can stop your screen sharing and change your camera for the last words. So thank you that you've been here, and thank you, Dennis, that you have showed your new applications here. And we say thanks to all of you and have a good weekend.
Thanks, all of you. Have a nice time. Bye.